Welcome to the Music Craft Podcast, where we have a conversation with other musicians about the process of making music, influences, bandmates, playing live, and more.
Woo!
Today we have Taylor, aka TayLynn,
Hi, everyone.
aka Taylor Fuck the Hater,
Oh,
aka Tay the Bait, aka Tay's Not Afraid,
get it, King.
aka The Annihilator.
Okay. I like that.
She's a musician. Okay, how about we blast your socials, get that out of the way. So you have an Instagram, TayLynn Music, TayLynn Music. Spotify, look up TayLynn, TayLynn. And you have a pod on Spotify called Unhinged with Dill and Tay.
Yes, and it is also on Apple Podcasts too. And I think most places that have podcasts, you can find it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And upcoming shows, I saw that you have a album release party for the album Honest on March 30th.
Yes, I'm so excited. So that's going to be at 435 King. That is actually located at LTO, so it's ELLETO, and it's actually a women's only fitness and social place. So I actually work part-time there, and they were nice enough to let me use the space for my album release. So it's gonna be super bougie. It's right downtown. Everything's like all nice and like white and beige, and it's very aesthetic. I'm gonna try and bring some pink things in there, make it like a pink theme, because it's kind of like a female empowerment song.
Cool.
So that's kind of like the theme for the album. So I'm super, super excited. So I'm hoping you come. I'm hoping everyone who watches this wants to come as well. And if you don't get tickets online beforehand, you can get them at the door. So
Definitely. Let's play a 10-second snippet of her music.
Okay.
But we can make it work, make it work. You think I'm such a sweet flower. You're the kind that I devour.
So I listened to your stuff on Spotify and I was so pleasantly impressed, pleasantly surprised. It's really good.
Thanks.
Now, is it fair to call it like acoustic pop with some rock influences?
Yeah, I would say so, for sure. I think there's like a slight R&B just from how much of that I listen to. It's not necessarily intentional, but I think like whatever you listen to kind of bleeds into your work a little bit. So
yes. How many songs do you have on the album?
So the album, there's like an interlude and an outro, so I kind of count those. Right now it's like 8 or 9. But I want to throw one more on because I just wrote a song called Shelf. I think I wrote that maybe in like December. But I just showed it to my producer who did Honest with me. His name's David, and he lives in the States. So we always do virtual. And David just sent me the most banger fucking like mashup with like stuff he added too. And I was just recording right before I met up with you. And we're really going to try to get that on the album too.
Let's talk about some of your songs. So I made a list of songs I like. Burn, Reborn, Changes, Can't Live Without You Now, Honest, Sweet Flower.
Nice.
So you have a very high hit rate. That's a large percentage of the songs.
Thank you. I'm glad you like them.
I wrote notes on 2 songs. Maybe we could talk about them a little bit.
Yeah.
So Sweet Flower, which I think is the latest one you have. I think it's your most catchy song, personally.
Ooh.
The chorus is awesome.
Thank you.
And the beat is good. I noticed you had some electronic beats in the first EP, and this sounds like more professional.
Yeah, so the Sweet Flower came about because David, my producer now, he sent me just like a demo of, oh my god, I love that drink, by the way.
They only had the large.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Oh, nice. I love kombucha.
It's so good. The ginger one, so good.
Yeah.
Now I want one, but anyway. Yeah, so he sent me like the demo for Sweet Flower. Yeah, shout out to Rise. We gotta get them to sponsor this. Get some free shit. But yeah, So he sent me like the demo for Sweet Flower with 0 lyrics. Like all it was just like the instrumental. He tweaked it a lot since then, but it was the bones were there, and then it didn't have any lyrics at all, but the file name was Sweet Flower. And then my brain just started like going like, oh my god, Sweet Flower. And then I just started thinking of like little like taglines and stuff. And then that's where that one came about. So we were both super pumped about that.
Yeah, nice. I've had that happen too. I like put a random word that the song gives me the feeling, and then I end up going with it.
Yeah, I love that.
And Letter to a Mattress, I noticed I wanted to ask you first, like, so it sounds like you do get some music from people and then you add your vocals. How often do you create the, like, chords and stuff?
So every other song that's been released other than Sweet Flower, I've created the chords. Even with Honest, I sent David like an acoustic version of that, and then he like built off of that. So yeah, like Letter to a Mattress, I did the chords. All the other ones you listed aside from Sweet Flower, I made the chords for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like the chords in Letter to a Mattress. They're very melancholy.
Ooh, thank you.
And then your voice goes with it, and I think it sounds really cool, like unique.
Thanks. Yeah, that one hits. That one,
it's like a bit trippy to me.
Yeah, and like the intro kind of adds to that a little bit. The little like me talking part.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, there's like a little part. That's okay. There's a lot to listen to. But yeah, there's like a little talking part, and I just did like a one take. I was just like, let me just say something, and it just came out.
Oh, I remember. Yes.
Yeah, I was
you
like
were saying something.
Yeah, it's like something like, hey, I just wanted to call because I was thinking about everything that went down and feeling fucked up about it, and then the song comes in.
Yeah, there's songs with that. It's usually good.
That's like my R&B thing, because like it makes me think of like Marvin's Room from Drake or like something like that, where
I don't know that world.
Pardon?
I don't know that world.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any that have like, I'm not thinking of any. I have a history with like the acoustic guitar, so I've been making music and I go through phases of like really into electric or acoustic, and there's this like bond with the acoustic.
Nice. Yeah, you played really well at me and Dill's show.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. I played acoustic there. So what do you like about this style? So that acoustic style and sound.
I think it's like kind of like my sad girl energy, like you know Bon Iver?
I've heard of him, yeah.
So like that's kind of where I got introduced to that style, and that was like one of the first artists. Him, and like also even like when Ed Sheeran first came out, that was super inspiring to me. And then also I think it was just happenstance because that was the instrument that happened to be laying around my mom's house growing up. So like whenever no one was home, I would like go on Ultimate Guitar and like learn whatever song that I liked at the time. Super easy chords, just any pop song. I think that's also where I got my pop sensibility from. But yeah, so then I just started jamming on that, and I think that's kind of where it all started for me musically. So I definitely have a connection to it as well.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. What was your first introduction to acoustic guitar?
I bought this horrible secondhand guitar that cost $35 acoustic, and it had weird flower art, and there was this much space between the fretboard and string.
Get it, action.
It's actually amazing. I stuck with it.
Really?
It's like hard to play. Yeah.
So you're probably like finding other guitars easier after that.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
Well, luckily, my mom bought me another one. Like when she saw that I was into guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A normal one. Okay, we have time to get a little silly.
Oh fuck. Okay, let me just do something real quick here. There we go. Okay, let's get silly.
I want to introduce a new game.
Oh,
Maybe
fuck.
it'll be a continuous thing.
I'm scared.
It's called It's called Special Trivia. Only 4 questions. That's all I could think of.
Okay.
And what's special is I decide the answer.
Okay.
Number 1. What country is the best?
What country is the best? Canada's been pissing me off lately, but I was born here, so I'm gonna have to go with Canada.
That's a good answer, but it's wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's Vietnam.
Get it, King. Actually, I was gonna say Thailand, so we're close.
Oh. Low cost of living, cool culture, beautiful landscapes and coastline, good food.
Absolutely.
Pho for breakfast. People there have shorter height average, so I can be more domineering.
Get it, King.
And
I look like a giant there.
oh, you could become like a queen.
Oh my god, true.
And it's one of the few I've been to.
You've been there?
I was lucky enough to go there. Yeah.
Did you go to Thailand too, or Vietnam?
No, I went to Hong Kong for a wedding, and I could only choose one other country, so I chose Vietnam.
That's awesome. How long were you there?
Like, I think a bit over a week. And it's awesome because it's just so different. It's so far away from, like, Canadian life, which
Absolutely.
I like. Because, like, with Europe, there are more similarities than, like, going to Asia. So I love that.
Love that.
Okay.
Question
0
2.
for 1, but...
Oh, for 1. So I have to guess what you think? Like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you better guess right.
Okay.
Who's the biggest music artist of all time?
Who you think?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl?
Nope. Wrong. Elvis or the Beatles.
Okay. I should have went more obvious. I thought you were going to be a little more niche than that, to be honest, but...
Okay. This one's niche. Which are the 2 most important guitar effects to have on an electric?
Reverb and...
1, yes.
Okay. And... I don't even know. I'm blanking on what they even are right now. Crispness.
Don't. That's hilarious. I don't think that's a thing.
What is the other one?
Distortion.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, that should have been obvious.
Distortion has like 1,000 names. Like gain. Wow, I'm fucking blanking, and I just said it has
See,
a ton
I
of
told
names.
you, it's not just me. But I'm blaming that I do acoustic more for that one.
Ah, yeah,
Crispness.
that's good. Okay, last one.
Okay.
What's the best movie of all time?
That you think? Step Brothers? The Hangover?
Oh, God.
No?
I'm insulted.
Okay, actually, you know what?
I'm deep, bro.
Okay, well, let me try again.
By the way, this is gonna be so impossible for you to guess.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Okay, that's better. I actually haven't seen it, but I'm sure I would love it.
Donnie Darko?
No, okay.
Okay, tell me.
I'll give you some hints.
Okay, give me a hint.
It was made in the 80s.
Okay.
It's about the apocalypse. It's considered the best made-for-TV movie of all time. Okay, no,
Back
this
to
is
the
impossible.
Future?
No, this is impossible to get. It's Threads.
Yeah, I don't know it.
It's about an atomic bomb. It's like it's extremely depressing. So some people don't like that, but
Why you said when I said Eternal Sunshine?
yeah, because
That's depressing.
Yeah, I like those. I haven't seen it.
You have to watch that then.
Yeah.
It's Jim Carrey, and he's like in a very serious role.
Are there artists that inspired you to become a musician? You've listed some, and or ones that influence the way you make music.
I remember when I was first getting into it, I saw, I think Sia was on like Oprah or something, and she was
I know her.
Yeah, so she was talking about how she was actually showing how she would write. So she would be playing this like intricate piano stuff, and then she would just kind of start humming a melody and like making it sound like lyrics, and then afterwards she would go in and write her lyrics to make it sound like that melody or those sounds. So that was super inspiring to me. Um, and then like I did listen to like a lot of rap in high school too. And like I always loved how a lot of rappers, or like I think it's like mainly like Lil Wayne and even like Jay-Z, like they can just like go. Like they just have the beat and they just go. And like Lil Wayne says he never even writes them down a lot of the time. So that kind of inspired me too. Um,
Cool.
yeah.
It's funny you brought up rap because I've always never even entertained the thought of like doing something like that. But recently, yeah, I just keep thinking how cool it is to just be using your voice so much and like kind of making a beat with your voice.
Mm.
Yeah, what they do.
Yeah.
So
Good to see what you come up with a rap influence.
Probably gonna be bad. Okay, bear with me. We have a sponsor.
Okay.
Okay, our sponsor this week is Gorge Edible Toothpaste. Want to up your dental game? Brush twice, floss after every meal. Mouthwash? It's a lot to organize and account time for. Make your life easy. Do you want eating to be the solution to a problem? With Gorge's Edible Toothpaste, you can eat for your dental health. The way it works is that Gorge's Edible Toothpaste comes in a tube like regular toothpaste, but you can squirt it, suck it, or spread it whenever you want, however often you want. The more you eat, the healthier your teeth get. Comes in different flavors: chocolate, strawberry, cream cheese, pistachio, hazelnut, and pumpkin for fall.
Oh my god.
That's Gorge Edible Toothpaste. All right, back to the
real?
pod. No, I made it up. That's my shtick. I make up a weird ass commercial.
Oh my god, I thought the last one was real.
Yo, an edible toothpaste? That'd be insane. Like, it encourages you to eat it.
I was like shook that they had chocolate, but I guess it's not real, so.
Yo, you can get bubblegum flavored toothpaste, and you should do it. It's for kids, but it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I got a 4-year-old, and I use his fucking toothpaste.
Oh
I
my
use
God.
the bubblegum.
I love that. Well, when I'm out, I'm gonna re-up and get bubblegum.
Now, I really wanted to talk about this, and it's like one thing I brought up when I met you about perfect pitch. I think you have perfect pitch, and I don't say that to everyone.
That's so nice.
And did you work on it, or is it natural?
I think it's like half natural, half worked on. Because I think I told you this. I did tell you this when
Grandma.
you told me, yeah, to grandma. So she's an insane singer, like classically trained. She can read music, put it behind her head. She could read it. Like, she's so good. And I feel like her and I just have that same art gene where we kind of, I don't know, I got lucky a little bit for sure with it. And then just so much singing, mimicking artists I loved. And then I would like challenge myself, like if there was like a Christina Aguilera song or something like that, I would always try to hit their things and like make it as perfect as possible. So I think it's definitely like 50-50.
I wrote down, what happens if you go crazy high or low? Can you still keep perfect pitch very high?
There's some times that I can't get that high of a note. Like, I find I'm better with falsetto if it's a high note. And then if it's a low note, there's certain points where it's like too low that I can't quite hit it. But I think I definitely have more control when it's like not necessarily higher or lower, but quieter. Because I think like a lot of times when I would be learning a song on guitar, I'd sing quiet, and I have like a bit more control when it's a little quieter.
I can totally relate with that, yeah.
Right?
I do that too.
Yeah. How long have you been singing?
Since I got that shitty guitar and I was 14, so it's been like 21 years.
Ooh.
And
That's awesome.
Oh, I think I'm okay now. I definitely have like a style that maybe not everyone likes, but I was horrifically bad, so I've slowly gotten better.
Well, you're definitely not horrifically bad, so
Thank you.
good on you.
You also have your podcast, Unhinged with Dill and Tay. What do you enjoy about doing that?
Well, when we first started it, Dill and I think he told you this on the podcast here already, but like we just had like this shared notes app where we would just write random shit that we needed to tell each other in, like, because we were like besties at that time, and like
Awesome.
we just like I'd be like hungover laying in bed and like sending Dill voice notes, and I'd be like, oh my god, like whatever, like you've heard like some of the titles, like escorting reel, like stuff like that, and then like we would just add to this massive list, and now I think it's probably at like 100 different topics, like, and then we were like, we need to like kind of organize this some way, and then I've been asking someone to do a podcast with me for like probably over a year, and
awesome.
Everyone's like so down, and then when we try to organize it, nobody is. So then I ended up getting my friend Alenka, who she did all of the editing so far. I got her involved, and I was like, hey, can you do this time? And then I told Dill about it, and he was down, and then all three of us actually made it happen. So that's kind of where that started. We had so many topics, awesome. It's like we may as well.
And Dylan's a go-getter big time, so it makes sense that he took you up on the pod.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that like squirting being discussed like other places.
Really?
I've never. You know what though? I think I'm not sure if like if it's P or not, and with the G spot, does it exist or not? But I'm wondering, is the clitoris real?
Oh my god, I feel bad for your lady.
Okay. I wanted to give Dylan a compliment, even though I'm talking to you. So I did episode 1 with him, and I thought he has a trait that is rare. He's very sweet.
He is sweet. That's what he says about me too, because nobody thinks I'm sweet, but he's like, you're really actually sweet. He is sweet.
Yeah. Go Dylan.
Go Dill. Get it, King.
Why did you say to all my friends, family, and coworkers that you're better than me because you sing much better and I sing like shit?
What? Who said that?
You!
I said that? To who?
Okay, I'm kidding. To me!
No, I didn't.
Okay. No, you didn't. Okay. There's one more game. Just one more.
I like
First time today. I mean, on this pod.
I like games.
It's called How Handsome. Okay, you gotta rate these folks out of 10. 10 being good.
10s being most attractive. Is there negatives and is there positive? Like, can I go above 10? Can I go below 1?
No, I'm a stickler for stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. Good to know.
And I spent money on stuff because I was really excited.
Oh my god.
All right. This is
Um,
Timothy Chalamet.
I think you said it wrong, but we'll ignore that.
What's he gonna do about it?
I'm gonna give him. Yeah, he's not gonna do shit. I'll give him an. Oh my god. Okay, now I want to give him a higher number. Hello.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, no. I'll give him in like an 8. He's very like Tim Burton-esque. Like he kind of looks like a Corpse Bride character, so he's like a little too dead for me. But he's still attractive, so he gets an 8.
And he's what's the word, like unmasculine, but not in an offensive way.
Feminine?
John Cena. You look very disappointed with John.
I like that he works out and he's tanned, but I'm gonna give him a 4.
Not your type.
Not my type. He like, yeah. I don't even want to get into that. Oh, 10. Reese, stunner. Love her.
I watched that morning news show.
Oh, I need to watch that.
It's decent.
Yeah. I just love Legally Blonde.
This Chinese crested dog.
10.
Really?
No. I have to do that lower than John Cena, or that's just wrong. Oh my god!
Oh my god, this is getting taken down from YouTube.
2.
This Johnny Depp impersonator.
I don't like that he's trying to be someone who's not. So
It's a bit
like,
cringe.
he's gonna get a bit points docked for that, so I'm gonna give him a 6.
Okay.
And I'm gonna up Timothy's to a 9 after saying that too.
Are you religious?
I would not say I'm religious.
Okay, good.
Satan. I don't know what to say to that. Because what if he comes for me if I say 1?
You know, my wife doesn't believe, but I was making a joke of doing satanic rituals, and she said, I wouldn't let you do that. But I don't care. You could do that, and I know it means nothing.
Really?
But she's like, yeah. But
Okay.
so there's something deep in there that still scares her.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
You
gonna
don't have to
do
rate
a
it.
5 just so we're safe either way.
Oh, you're not gonna be safe now. Wait, this is too freaking religious. What am I
10.
doing?
10.
Me when I was 20 years old.
Get it, King! 10.
Shaved chest.
Shaved?
Yeah.
I love how
And
you're
it
putting
just
right
came
into
out.
10.
It came out so sensual. I didn't even try.
I love that.
This map of the Nile River.
7.
You can see I'm trying really hard. Okay, we just got 4 more. You cool with finishing it off?
Yeah?
Neil Hamburger.
Who is that?
He's a comedian.
Okay.
He plays a character.
5. Same as Satan.
Chris Angel.
I'm gonna give him a 7. And yeah, I like that I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8 because I like that he like doesn't give a fuck and he like wears his crazy outfits and doesn't care. And plus he's magic, so that's kind of cool.
I randomly saw him for like a minute in an interview and I was impressed. He seems cool.
Oh, I thought you meant you met him.
No. This cabinet.
Ooh. You know, my shoe rack's looking pretty bad right now. That's definitely a 10. My shoe rack's hanging on my thread.
And lastly, the atom.
10. I'm manifesting good energy with that, giving that a 10.
Cool. Thank you for playing How Handsome.
Woo, I love it. I want to play
When
that every day.
When I made up this game, only me and God knew what the purpose of it was. And now, only God knows.
Thought you weren't religious.
Just a few more. Thank you so much for doing this interview. Have you ever had, I always wanted to ask a musician, have you ever had any realizations on stage? Like, I have thought while playing my song, because it's so different than at home, I'm like, this song's too slow, it sucks, it doesn't bring enough energy, the singing's too hard. Have you ever had a moment like that?
Yeah, I've had moments like that where like I am like on autopilot and I'm fully thinking about other things. And then the song is just happening. Or like I'll realize, fuck, I put the capo in the wrong spot.
Do you panic when you
No,
pop
I
up
don't
like
panic.
that?
I try to make it seem like I'm not phased at all. And most of the time it works, but
That's
what
awesome.
can you do?
Good attitude.
Thank you.
And do you like zone out because you've played the song too much and you're kind of bored of it?
No, more so zone out if there's like stuff going on and I'm like looking at people and stuff.
Yeah, it is fun.
Is that for
looking-
you too?
No, you seem way more comfortable. Sometimes I'm scared to look at the audience.
That's when I shut my eyes.
I actually wear glasses to hide it sometimes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love when people wear shades on stage. I need to start doing that. I feel like it's slightly pretentious, but at the same time, like when I see someone like if I did it, I'd feel like, oh my god, everyone thinks I'm pretentious. But when I see other people doing it, I'm like, they're badass.
Maybe you could get like silly ones.
Yeah.
Like I have the John Lennon circles. That's like red. I have multiple
Ooh.
colors.
Okay, you gotta bring those to the next show for sure.
Okay, let's finish up with this. What's something you wish you could add to a future song? Like for myself, maybe if I was able to play my own drums, I would love that. And I wish I could add like random sounds here and there to make the song more interesting, but I can't pull it off. So, is there stuff you want to do with future music that you wish you could do?
I think it would be cool to do like more of like a happy song, to be honest, or like a party song. Like I would love to do something like EDM. I mean, I
Awesome.
find like even if it's not necessarily happy, because I find like some EDM lyrics are like kind of depressing if you break them down, but yeah, I think something like that would be cool.
I feel like maybe with Sweet Flower you did a bit of that. I didn't find it a downer at all.
Okay, that's good.
So you're
Appreciate it.
evolving that way.
I appreciate it.
Taylor, thank you so much. You've been awesome.
Thank you.
Let me do the, let's go over your social media one more time. So, TayLynn Music, TayLynn Music is on Instagram, Spotify, TayLynn, Unhinged with Dill and Tay, the pod. And you have the release party of the album, Honest, March 30th.
You guys better be there.
I'll definitely try to make it. Okay.
Thanks,
the end.
Horatio.
No
Love
problem.
Yay.